everybody. Welcome. Welcome. Something to bark about. I did get my song back playing a little bit, but it's still got some issues I gotta work out. But I'm just tickled I figured out how to get it back on here. All my restream stuff disappeared. And I'm sure it was me pushing a button. Hey Ninja, you were here first. Welcome. We got David. Welcome. Yes, I couldn't believe I got the music working again, but it's still got some bugs in it that I may have to get Paul to send it to me again and save it to my Dropbox. I'm learning how to figure that out. Hey, Terry Long, welcome. Welcome. Well, is it hot enough for everybody? I know around here it is hot. We were supposed to be having a cool front come through, and it was 104 yesterday in Camden, the actual temperature. And today it's 100, so I guess it is cooler, but it is still a little warmish. But actually, I do think it might rain tonight and cool us down a little bit over the hundreds. Nobody's messing with your boy. You're good. No's still on parent patrol. She doesn't trust. No, go ahead and set her down. No, Bambi. So she can go see what's going on. Welcome, Amanda. Oh, looks like she's fussing at somebody too. I'll tell you what, she has been a good mama. She only had one, but she is stressed over him. Be 6 weeks Friday, and she just don't let nothing go on with little Costa-Lot without her knowing exactly what's going on. Betty, you lay down. No, get off the edge. Well, I hope everybody's doing good today. I got it's crunchy too, very, very short haircut today. And in getting prepared for Monday, and I typically get a haircut every 3 weeks, but knowing that I probably won't be able to, my friend cut it shorter, and she'll even make a house call if I need her to. But I figured laying around in the bed a lot that this would work best. So y'all won't know if I got bed head or if it's actually crunchy. It's what I call it. It's so stiff. I mean, my chihuahuas could probably walk on it and not smush it down. I hope y'all are doing good. What's anybody no good? Any new things that's happened that I caught the tail end of Mr. Coop, and I saw he had Tug, and I have to go back and watch that. And caught a little of Megan's yesterday when they were doing the trial, but mainly just listening here and there. And been keeping up. I got to go back and watch Jeremy's live Sunday night. I understand Dee and Mr. Coop was on there, so I'd like to go watch that. Thank you, Terry. How are you doing? I hope you're feeling better. You just had surgery last week, didn't you? Been thinking about you and trying to keep up with you through the text messages from the card playing ladies. They have a text stream going on, and sometimes Darla will tell me. I turned mine off because, well, at the time I had my donkey as my notification, so every time I got a text, it would be a donkey braying, And that is a little embarrassing if you're, like at the doctor's office. Darla had my phone when I was getting my PET scan, and uh, later she was like, I had to turn that phone off, you know. So, anyway, I've changed my text tone a little bit. I don't even know what. Oh, it's Don't Stop Believing, I think, uh, by Journey that's on there now. Doing great. It was Monday. Well, good, Terry. I know you're glad to get that behind you, and uh, I'm ready to get mine behind me. I was getting antsy because they have the thing, my chart, where you can go on and, here a few weeks ago it had the surgery date scheduled and all the uh, do's and don'ts. I won't get to have no Mountain Dew. Uh, so that'll be my number one issue is no Mountain Dew. But anyway, I I called last Friday at the nurses league by 4:30, and so I missed. So I called Monday morning and didn't get a call back. Well, on the my chart thing, where it was talking about the procedure, it said not scheduled. And I'm like, oh my God, please, after all the preparations and getting ready and stuff. But the nurse called me when I was on my way to get her haircut and said that everything is planned for Monday. And instead of being there at 5:30 a.m., which would mean we'd have to leave Camden around 3 a.m., that they've moved it to 10:30. And the surgery, I have to be there at 10:30, and the surgery is like 12:30, which will be lots easier on Darla. Uh, I I would have preferred to have it early so I didn't have to go that long without drinking a Mountain Dew. But at least it is planned and all going on. And a couple of friends that were planning on staying with me, well, one at a time, because Darla's got school. They had kids start back today, and she's got her hands full as a counselor. And but anyway, so she was taking me Monday, but having to come back Monday night. And my good friend that travels with me, we share hotel rooms. She lives there, so she had planned to come see me. And that another good friend, Nancy, was planning on, actually staying the night and stuff. And but if I was going to be in ICU or anything, that didn't make sense. And my biggest thing was we've got to feed Cost a lot now that him's a eating boy, and we didn't want. Well, there's only a few people that could actually come in my living room and not have issues with 7 chihuahuas. And the friends that were offering to come by and feed him, that was great. But I told Darla that wasn't a good idea because probably 2 or 3 of the chihuahuas, the Bandigo's not real keen on people she don't know. So I said I would feel better knowing Nancy could come in and check on everybody, and all the dogs know her and love her. If Thank you, Terry. Terry would be one of the few people that could walk in and the dogs know her and love her. In fact, a Bandigo, if Terry does come visit, she gets on Terry's shelf right away. That's her spot. And Terry lived with us for 8 years, so most of the Chihuahuas are very familiar. I guess Cotton and Believe would be the 2 that hadn't been around Terry, but they're real good. If the other dogs are fine, and that's what concerned me is like, for Ben to go and no with this boy, I never know how she might act. And, but I was like, if one of them or two of them starts acting up, then that gets the whole gang going. So that was why I was like, oh, I don't want to do this. So anyway, it's all going to work out. And the nurse was real sweet, uh, answering questions, because she said usually it's the toughest time, as everybody wants to know this and that before the surgery. So, um, and I have definitely felt that. I've been trying not to think about it, but then it'll be like, oh, it's Wednesday, it's gonna be Monday before I know it. But seriously, I'm just ready to get on the recuperating side of it and get past the surgery part of it. But what do y'all know good? What's the temperature in San Antonio, Waco area, Terry? Y'all got hot, or y'all got any rain? I knew that uh, hurricane, look, what was it, Bertha or something last week. I figured y'all get some rain in South Texas with that coming through. We didn't get anything here. Like I said, they're talking about possibly some thunderstorms this evening. Hey, Quill, welcome. Welcome, welcome. You're never late. You're right on time. I feel so bad for the folks in Wisconsin and Indiana and all those places that's been having the big storms, Iowa. I actually had storm chasers on the other day, just with, on watching YouTube. That's my niece calling. I'll have to call her back. But anyway, I saw the storm chaser that, I don't know if anybody saw the video, but oh my gosh, he is like doing a reverse. And he was in a bad part, and those electrical lines and poles are coming down all around him. It was just an unbelievable video. And I know that they're thrill seekers, but they also do great in warning others, to help the weather guys tell everybody to get to safety. But I would have considered that dude in the wrong place, because that was too close to, it just was too close. Let me text my niece real quick, and maybe she'll even join on. Y'all get to meet Courtney. She is in Alexandria, Louisiana. Quill says it's 92 and extreme humidity. Humid there. Yeah. It's just been plain hot. I mean, the daycare dogs came in, and I was letting them play and run and rip, and by 10:30 I was like, okay guys, the outside play has got to go. Hey Diana, welcome. Glad you're here. I had a fun time at the dog show this past weekend. Believe didn't do anything. She hates it. She just, the minute we walk in the ring, she puts her ears back, my tail tucked, like, I don't like this, mama. But, excuse me, Cotton showed really good. But there was like 8 or 9 champions competing. But Cotton just loves the show. She's little Miss Priss when it comes in the show ring. But it wasn't about the winning to me as much as it was getting to go and see my Chihuahua buddies. And if y'all join me Monday, I was talking about what we did with Derek, our little 40-something-year-old that hangs with all the boomer ladies. Uh, he's just a mess. And Paula had got us all shirts that said Derek's Darlings, and we surprised him. We went to Texas Roadhouse, a steak place, on Saturday evening for supper, and he, you don't get him speechless very often, and he was pretty speechless. It was funny, so, but we did. We had a great time, and I pull up a picture and show y'all. The shirts were really cute, and that was Paula's idea. Let me see. Oh, and I'm a grandma again. This would be a no-no son in her first litter. Chewy is his name. We called him Petro. Well, he's a daddy, and this is Rachel's baby. It had 4 babies, 3 boys and a girl. And it's long coat to long coat, so they're probably going to be long coats. And somebody was mentioning about Costalot's color and how dark he is, but he will lighten up quite a bit. It's just the weirdest thing when they start getting older. I can't. I'm gonna show y'all a picture, but I can't find it right away. But his daddy is like red, a red, almost like a red colored Pomeranian. That kind of deep red, and the that's who I bred No. That would be Chewy's daddy too. His name's Peyton. That's Pam's dog, Peyton. And then the long coats in that there was 3 long coats and 3 smooths, and 2 of the 3 long coats are all champions or grand champions and have done really well. And so it's fun to watch. I call it my grandkids when I get another photo like that. And of course, they were up all night. She did have to end up it was this dog's first litter, and she did end up having a C-section. I found the pictures I was looking for. This is our group. No, I can do it without can y'all see that? That's the 5 of us and Derek. And he is a hoot to be around. He walked back in and was telling them that we needed a professional photographer. There's our Chihuahua gang. And this girl come back, took his phone and come outside taking pictures of us, and it was really, a stranger, and was like, here, come take pictures, and we had her laughing too. Quill says, one of my dogs is going to be on Faye's Doggy Bachelor. Yeah, I gotta figure that out. Somebody was telling me about that. I think that was when I was live with Rogue and Star. And I want to send a couple of my girls in and see if they could go for the Bachelor. I so wish we could share photos and stuff just straight on this. I know Star put a video up of her puppies and leash training, and I don't know how to do that. I mean, I know how to do it from my phone. Well, actually not while I'm doing a live, so hopefully that's my plan during this recovery time is hopefully I can learn lots about streaming. All right, I'm going to have to show that, y'all. Hey, Happy, welcome. Her name is Gang. All right, you're gonna have to tell me how to pronounce that. I'm not trying with this uh, Ar- Arkansas accent. There's just some words when I look at them, I'm like, I'm not going there. Looks like Wienagate, Gaina Wienagate, but I don't know. That's a cool name. I just don't know how you'd say it. Welcome, Happy. Hope you're doing good. Has anybody heard or seen French? Is she feeling better? I knew Saturday, I believe it was, during my live that she was talking about had been having some health issues. I sure hope she's doing better. Let's see what we get. Is your first language Ghana, we, J, gay? Okay. Well, Quill, you're going to get me in trouble if I start trying to say that. Do we look on Fave's channel to see? I did watch the video this morning with them, the dogs on the having the picnic, and I wasn't sure if that was a contestant or somebody had said something about one of the dog couples had broke up, so y'all gonna have to catch me up on the doggy bachelor. Yes, French Psycho. That's who I was uh, seeing if anybody had heard from her. I saw. I think that was Saturday at the dog show. Was posting about not feeling well. Uh, Fritz, I was asking about if she's feeling okay, Happy. Faves is where I watched the Doggy Bachelor. Well, it was a video with the, I guess I can do my phone. I may not can figure out how to do it like the other creators, where they do it right from their, um, whatever program they're in. Let's see. But then I'd have to remember Faves. Oh, French is a male. I did not know that. Well, I'm doing a live right now. Uh, okay. I don't know what Fave's site is. Somebody had to put her site. I did go there, but as far as pulling it up real quick on my phone. So French is a man. Okay. Just did not know that. They're always nice and been in several of my chats, so I'll have to remember that. It's kind of like me calling, what was her name? The 7-year-old that her mom lets her watch my channel from Canada. Logan. I was thinking Logan was a male, and she corrected me. I hadn't seen her either in the last few days. Will says there's a brand new video. Okay, well, I'll have to go watch that. And Happy says, or we'll get these going. French is a male, doing okay, I guess. Well, and I could have made that up in my brain. I just thought for some reason French was having some health issues. And do you say that Michael, is that Michael in M-I-C-K-E-A-E-L, Michael? Yeah, hard to tell by the names. Yeah, like, you know, with something to bark about. I, nobody knows male or female unless, and then sometimes they think I'm a male with this short hair, which it's way shorter than normal, but that was on purpose. Uh, but yeah, Logan corrected me at one of my lives when I said something about him, and uh, he was like, she was like, I am a girl, and I am so sorry. And Quill says I'm an old brown lady. Well, we appreciate everybody. We don't care about the age. Uh, there, I was looking at the stats on my channel, and it shows you the age uh, range, and it was pretty cool. It was several, you know, from the younger folks to the older folks. So I was tickled. To me, everybody loves dogs, no matter what age you are, you know. Happy said, hi, old brown lady. I'm an old, wrinkled white lady. Hey, let's don't talk about the wrinkles here. Um, well, I don't really have a whole lot to say. Just two of my girls, it's no. Had to go check on the boy. I'll bring him in here like I did Monday. Let y'all have a little, cost a lot time. Um, and like I said, uh, hopefully you guys will be my recovery plan, because surely uh, it'd be great next week to do it, but I'm not counting on that. I know it won't happen Monday, but hopefully at least I can get in some chats and say hey to y'all midweek, and possibly do a live. I was thinking about it this morning. You know, I got to figure out about my dogs because they sleep with me, and that ain't gonna work. And I'm in a queen size or king size bed, and they have the whole freaking bed, and they're gonna be touching me. You know, from my neck to my feet, there's gonna be a chihuahua touching me. And I was like, oh, this is not gonna be good the first few days, because if I'm laying on my side, a Bendigo loves to do it, and believe, start out about my ankle and walk all the way up, and just back and forth, you know, and I'm like, probably not gonna be able to handle that for a little while. So, but I am ready to get this in the rear view mirror. But I wanted to do another live. There's two this week, and I'm gonna have to have somebody to teach me about the watch hours. And hey, DR, welcome. Hadn't seen you in a while. But get everybody to explain the watch hour stuff. And uh, I was looking. You know, I know that they said you get to 1,000 to get monetized and stuff, but can you set up memberships before you uh, get to the monetization thing? I mean, I know that's super chats and stuff, but can you do like a members only thing? Um, what I was thinking about is you know, having different topics. Uh, like we got into a little bit of dog training Sunday with Star and Road, and I I thought that would be fun, you know, and plus any income's income. But I want to do mine like the I'm gonna come up with a weird amount for a membership. My favorite number's 3, and I was thinking like $1.33 membership or something along those lines. I like Jay's 99-cent club, you know, and I know we're all probably tapped with who we support, and every time I turn around, there's another bill or something. So, but anyway, if anybody knows that, like I said, I've been trying to look up some of that stuff, and I don't want to do anything to get my channel in trouble. And so glad Mr. Coot got all his stuff back going. That was horrible for him to have to go through that. Hey, DR says, been a part of your replay for a while. I keep missing your lives. Well, I've been missing you. How is your husband doing? I hope everything's going better in y'all's world. I don't know. Yeah, well, that would be great. You know, with the giving up grooming has been a pretty good uh, hit to the pocketbook, and thankfully, dogs have helped, or the daycare babies have helped, uh, you know, make that better. But and people, they'll say, I charge $60 to my older ones. I started at 50, got them up to 60 for up to 15 days a month, and so that's $4 a day. And my newer ones have been paying 65, and I got 2 or 3 dogs that come 5 days a week, so they pay 100 a month. And Loki, that just moved to Pennsylvania, his mom was checking on daycare, and it was 125 a week. And I'm like, yeah, I know I'm very cheap on daycare prices, but the thing is, in a small town, you got to start things. Like I can remember my first grooming being, you know, $15, $20, and after 40 years, most dogs were 50, 60 to even touch them, you know. But that's, I don't know what they've heard, but they've heard something. Yeah, I need, DR, Mr. Cook does use Restream, and I need to get with him and see if I know he could help me, you know, because he's doing putting the stuff on his show and that kind of deal. Let's see. Husband is trying his hardest to get better. Thanks for asking. Well, that's good news. DR, I know that's not fun to go through, and y'all been dealing with hospitals and rehabs and all that, and caregiving. I mean, folks that have never been a caregiver, they just don't have a clue. And I'm going to do my best to be a good patient, and, you know, be thankful to my friends that are helping me get through this challenge that's coming up. Let's say Ninja said 1,000 members at 99 cents beats the heck out of 200 members at $1.50. Exactly. That's my kind of thinking. You know. Plus, you know, everybody's tapped out. I mean, most folks do try to send super chats and support these shows and do memberships, but it does add up, you know. Will, I'm not sure on how to see. I went into the analytics yesterday and found stuff that I didn't know, but which is quite a bit of stuff I don't know. But I was trying to figure that out. I heard Tug mentioning the other day about Lynette removing her video that had 2,000 views, And the way the math he used really made sense about that would have been half her watch hours. And I'm like, oh. So I'm still trying to figure all that stuff out. But if anybody does know about the memberships, if you can go ahead and, like, can I add a membership thing now, or do I have to wait till I get a letter from YouTube? I mean, I don't know how none of that works. And when you start going down the rabbit hole of trying to, I mean, looking at the analytics and stuff, and it'd be click here for community guidelines, click here, and it just kept. So after spending an hour checking out stuff, I really didn't know more than when I started. So, but it's all good. I mean, I just have enjoyed doing this and would like to get a lot better at it, to add my buddies that I think y'all would just be tickled to meet. And I've got a list of about 15 people that I wrote down so far that each have something they've contributed to the dog world, and I would love to share, just like for those of y'all that got to meet Shannon from Montana that I had on last month, and was trying to do it as a monthly thing, but that kind of fell out for this month. And but everything's always good in time. Now the dogs are running back and forth. I don't know why. Let's see. Ninja said, also, you don't need to be monetized to add Ko-fi to your donation page. Plus, Ko-fi only takes like 5% on the dollar. That's good. And I didn't know what really Ko-fi is. I kind of figured it out from some of the discussions, when they're going back over uh, one of the fleas channels and stuff. So, but I need to check in to get the Ko-fi account. That would be awesome. Well, guys, I'm gonna go get the little man and let y'all see him before his 6-week birthday, which is in 2 days. And y'all see if he's grown any since he's been getting to eat real food. So y'all hold that thought just a second. That goes. Well, no, it's not throwing as big a fit as normal. But he's coughed a lot. Back off the edge, Kelsey. And you can see him. Don't you bite him. Okay. I'm just so full of love. I can't stand it. I felt sorry for him yesterday. He was playing and the toys I give him, and I was like, you need a litter mate so you can have a play partner. Well, I guess No heard me. Oh, no. That's No down there sounding like she's dying because I took her boy. Yeah, Kelsey's like, that's what I let her smell him, but I don't trust her. She'd probably bite him just because she's a diva. Yeah, she's a diva. But you can tell he's definitely a long coat. He is getting thicker and thicker. Kelsey, get off the edge. Get off the edge. No scratching my legs. Get off the edge. I'm just holding him, just for a minute. Yeah, just for a minute. He's only had dry food today, well, plus the milk truck. But he can crunch that dry food up. So I was like, why are we fooling with the mush and the milk and warming it? He's like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Yes, he is. But yeah, y'all can see the lighter in his coat. Um, no. You sound like you're dying. I just got your boy for a second. Um, but he will lighten up probably the color of the top of his head, that lighter red. He'll probably get lighter as he goes. No, quit. Will you tell everybody we enjoyed y'all joining us? You tell them cost a lot. Say thank y'all for coming. And there's always something to bark about, ain't there, boy? No, that sounds pitiful. Somebody just listening to this channel would think I'm being animal cruelty. Not all I'm doing is holding your boy. Oh, well, thank y'all so much. We got us almost 45-minute live in, and we'll have daycare dogs going home here in a few. You say bye-bye to everybody. Tell everybody bye-bye. No, Kelsey, you'll bite him. All right, well, y'all have a great rest of the day, and I will be catching y'all in our other creators we all like to follow. But y'all remember, there's always something to bark about.